Welcome back to Decor channel. Imagine stepping into a dining room where spring has gently unfolded across every surface, soft hues, delicate patterns, and the calming scent of lavender in the air. In today's video, we're creating an elegant Easter table setting inspired by French country style, where rustic charm meets refined beauty. If you've ever wondered how to make your table feel like a page from a European countryside magazine, stay with me, because every detail we reveal builds toward a truly unforgettable Easter moment. French country decor isn't about perfection, it's about warmth, history, and effortless elegance. Think weathered textures, muted palettes, and pieces that feel collected over time rather than bought in a single trip. What makes this style irresistible is its ability to feel both luxurious and lived in. As we build this table together, notice how each element tells a story, inviting your guests to not just dine, but to linger and savor the atmosphere. Let's begin with the colors, because this is where the magic quietly begins. Soft creams, dusty blues, gentle grays, and hints of lavender create a soothing and sophisticated foundation. These tones mimic the natural beauty of the French countryside in spring. But here's the secret. Layering these shades thoughtfully can transform a simple table into a visual experience that feels curated, not crowded. Watch how each color we introduce adds depth without overwhelming the senses. Now, let's talk about Toile, the signature pattern that instantly whispers French elegance. Whether it's pastoral scenes or delicate florals, Toile brings narrative and tradition to your table. A tablecloth or runner in classic blue and white toile becomes the anchor of your design. And here's where it gets interesting. Pairing this detailed pattern with simpler elements keeps the look balanced, ensuring your table feels refined rather than busy. The difference between a basic table and a designer table often comes down to layering. Start with your toile base, then introduce soft linen napkins in complementary tones, perhaps a faded lavender or antique white. Slightly rumpled textures are not only acceptable, they're encouraged. This is French country, after all. Keep watching, because the way we fold and place these linens will subtly elevate the entire tablescape. Each place setting is an opportunity to make your guests feel special. Think delicate china, perhaps with a subtle floral rim, paired with vintage-inspired flatware. Layer plates thoughtfully, charger, dinner plate, then salad plate to create dimension. And here's a small detail that makes a big impact, adding a handwritten place card or a tiny lavender sprig. It's these personal touches that transform your table from beautiful to unforgettable. No French country Easter table would be complete without lavender. Whether fresh or dried, its soft purple hue and calming fragrance instantly elevate the atmosphere. Arrange small bundles at each setting, or tuck them into napkin rings for a cohesive look. But don't stop there. Watch how we incorporate lavender into the centerpiece in a way that feels organic and abundant, without overpowering the table. The centerpiece is where your creativity can truly shine. Think low arrangements of lavender, white roses, and eucalyptus in rustic pitchers or aged ceramic vases. The goal is to keep it low enough for conversation while still drawing the eye. And here's a tip you won't want to miss. Grouping multiple smaller arrangements often feels more dynamic and natural than a single large one. Easter decor doesn't have to be bold to be beautiful. Instead of bright colors, opt for neutral-toned eggs, perhaps in soft speckled finishes or gentle pastels. Place them in small bowls or scatter them lightly across the table. Ceramic bunnies or understated figurines can add charm without distracting from the elegance. It's all about restraint, adding just enough to hint at Easter without overwhelming your French country aesthetic. Lighting is often overlooked, but it can completely transform your table. Soft candlelight in vintage holders or delicate taper candles adds warmth and intimacy. Choose neutral or muted tones that complement your palette. As the light flickers across the toile patterns and lavender accents, it creates a scene that feels almost cinematic, one your guests will remember long after the meal is over. Now comes the part where everything comes together. Small details, like a woven bread basket, a carafe of water, or even a lightly dusted wooden serving board, add authenticity to your setting. Step back and look at your table as a whole. Does it feel inviting? Does it tell a story? These final touches are what transform your design into an experience that feels both intentional and effortless. As we step back and admire the finished table, notice how each element, from the toile linens to the lavender accents, works in harmony to create something truly special. This isn't just a table setting, it's an invitation to slow down, connect, and celebrate the beauty of Easter in a timeless way. If this inspired you, stay tuned, because there are always more ways to bring elegance and charm into your home, one detail at a time.